down the dead road tracks, leaving all they know, never looking back, trading in the fast lane for a slower kind of two.
Hey everyone, welcome to Power of Pony Garage Diaries. I thought I would give you a brief introduction of the truck that I'm working on. This is Blak Betti. A little bit of a backstory. I've always been very fortunate and God has always really blessed me when I've bought stuff on online auctions and never looked at it except for pictures online. I thought this was gonna be another one of those moments. She looked good from all of the pictures that I saw and got it for $1,200, which doesn't happen very often, even for like the 95 to 97 range 7.3 diesels. But anyway, got it. The guy from the auction said, you know, there's no problems. The people drove it in here. It's fine to drive. You can drive it out of here. So I took his word for it. Lesson learned on this baby. She should not have been driven out of there. Thank the Lord my dad and I got her home okay. Actually, that's not true. We didn't get it home without anything happening. There was a problem with the hood latch. And before leaving Duluth, Minnesota, we checked all the oils, checked the oil and pushed the hood back down, and probably God gave me a little whisper in the back of my mind saying like, hey, maybe check the hood to make sure it's down all the way. And so I checked it, I lifted up on it, seemed like it was good. And we got about, I don't know, 5 miles out of Duluth, Minnesota. My dad was driving at the time and the hood just flew up. And thankfully, you know, there was nobody else on the road and my dad was okay, other than, you know, trying to pull off to the side of the road with, you know, no visibility. But I did ruin the hood and the cowl in that experience. And so we just had to basically bungee cord the hood down for the rest of the trip. We were headed up to Canada. But yeah, it had a good hood and had a good cowl on it. And yeah, that got ruined in that trip. But yeah, I'd like to have a word with the guy who said it was drivable. Definitely not. You'll see in my videos that I post what the floor condition was. I noticed the floor was bad when I really got to the place to do all the title transfers and stuff. But I really didn't get a solid look at it until we started removing the carpet and really getting into it. But so yeah, this is Blak Betti. She is more of a restoration than anything, just because of the floor and everything that's just been rotted out, and it's been rotted out for some time, and people have just, whoever had it has just been continuing to drive it while the cab mount floor supports are gone. And so the cab was really just kind of hanging on by a thread. And also there was some damage, areas that had been rotted away in the rad cradle. So that was putting stress in different areas, and yeah, kind of just a mess. But thankfully my dad's a welder and I'm also pretty handy. And so this is just going to be my basically video diary of getting this girl back on the road. It's really dusty right now from being in the shop, but she's probably gonna need a new paint job. I don't know if we're gonna touch the rear fenders this time around, but we are gonna do cab corners. The corners aren't too bad, but the outer area is. And so she's gonna need a new paint job in a lot of areas. But I mean, the paint job as it stands has been done fairly recently. So yeah, I don't think we need to touch the whole thing, probably just the areas that we're working on. So we're first gonna tackle the rad cradle. those mounts are gone. So I ordered up some new mounts, some body mounts from Summit Racing. They are usually my go-to for a lot of parts. I dealt with them a lot when I was rebuilding my Mustang. Also, I've bought some parts from Jags, mainly because most of the panels that I needed, the replacement panels that I needed from Summit, I wanted to stay with one line of panels, and Summit didn't have all of them. So I had to order a few parts from Jags, but so far they've been great to deal with. They ship super duper fast, so I highly recommend them. And they always have tech support. So if you have any questions, they always are there to answer your questions for you. So anyway, this is a brief intro of this old girl. Yes, Team Trump. But anyway, this is kind of just a brief video right now of what it looks like. So, right off the bat, clearly needs some work. But if you can see right here, it looks like there's some wood poking through the floor. That is because if you go underneath, just give me a second. Right about there, that's a 2x4. Because you know, if your cab mount's gone, what better way to hold up the cab than with a 2x4? So, yeah. I don't know. I don't really trust the guy. Put much faith in him. The guy that I bought this truck off of. And stay tuned for more videos. I might not explain everything that I do thoroughly, but if you have any questions on what I am doing or how to do it, just leave a comment or a question and I'll try to answer all of them for you. Thanks guys, and welcome to my channel.